Hey everyone, and welcome to another Full of Germs review. I am Germs, and this is Crawl, directed by Alexandre Aja. I think that's how you say it. Aja. Uh, yeah. And it is starring Kaya, Scodelario, Barry Pepper, and a bunch of gators. A handful of gators, a flock of gators, whatever. This is the new movie by Aja, who also directed High Tension, or Haute Tension, Piranha 3D, and the Hills Have Eyes remake from a couple years ago. And yes, this is his new American movie, sort of, which is all about a young college girl named Haley living in the state of Florida. That's where I'm from. And yeah, she's caught in the middle of a hurricane, trying to look for her dad. And in the meantime, not only does she have to deal with a hurricane, she's got to deal with a bunch of gators. Oh, Florida, am I right? So, yeah, this is Aja's new horror movie, and yeah, this is one that I've been low-key anticipating for quite a bit. Ever since they started just airing the trailers for every single movie. And yeah, I'm a big fan of his other work, and I was morbidly curious about this one. I mean, with his name and Sam Raimi's name attached to this, I mean, how could I not? So, I will give you the good, the bad, and I'll give you the ugly. So, let's get started with the good. And spoiler alert, there's a lot of good. So, I'm a big horror movie fan. If I haven't mentioned that with every, review that I've done, it's like I love my horror. I love really good, sophisticated, a lot of detailed horror, but I also love my gory, bloody Tokyo Gore Police, type horror. So with this, it's kind of like right in the middle where it is not too sophisticated. There's a lot of blood and gore with this one. It has just the right amount, just a chef's kiss amount of bloody goodness, but it also has the details in it to where it tells you a lot about the characters and the world that they live in just by showing you little things around this world. And granted, it can be a little too simple because again, this movie only has two full actors in it. Like, they are the stars of the show, and I will give them kudos. Kaya Scodelario, I know she was in that last Pirates movie, which was yeah, I'll just say that. And here, she just kicked a whole bunch of butt as Haley. She was fantastic. I mean, she owned the role. Like, the fact that she's swimming and fighting these gators and just extremely physical demanding role, and she just killed it. Like, she showed emotion. She had all of it. It was funny when she had to be in those moments where it's oh, come on. Oh yeah, you can feel it. in her character, it's just what else? Because I mean, it's not enough with hurricanes and gators. I mean, when other things happen, it's just come on. And suffering alongside her is Barry Pepper playing her dad Dave, and yeah, he's good for what he is in this, working alongside her, kind of her motivation to survive all this. And he does a good job, also physically demanding with everything that he has and will go through in this movie. Yeah, he does a great job in this, so I give them both kudos just to capture my attention or anyone's attention. Just acting alongside mostly CGI or all CGI gators and land, the setting and everything. Yeah, kudos to them on that. Also, speaking of the gators, the special effects, the CGI, for the most part, looks very good. It's just fun. It really does feel like a roller coaster ride with some of the things that happen in this movie, where you're just you're going alongside the track. This will happen, or that will happen. You think this will happen, and it won't happen. Or then it will again. So I give kudos to the director and the crew just for kind of changing things up. It could have been even more simple than it already is, but with his touch, yeah, he makes it his own and something dissimilar but not the same. So kudos to him on that, because it's got enough thrills, it's got enough bloody goodness, as I like to call it, and horror and heart. It's got heart, and that helps, where you're rooting for the characters, you want them to survive. And kudos to the gang and everybody on that. So if I have to give any bad, oh, here comes the bad. It's all nitpicky things here, because for some, I know there's a lot of people that are like, hold on, getting into angry Twitter nerd mode. Yeah, I think it's a stupid movie. It's a crocodile movie. Gators. I don't think so. Looks stupid. Like, it can be. I mean, come on. Hurricane, gators. Yeah. Any other person would be like, I give up. No. But yeah, it's got its camp. It knows what it's doing. It is just thriller, horror, action, all of the above. Where it's like ridiculous things happen. You're questioning like, but why? How did that happen? Like, and yes, they'll call themselves out on some of these things, but it's still just, it gets kind of ludicrous at times. It's like, y'all should be dead. Everyone around should be dead. Like, why is everything still standing? Why is this happening? Why is this? Like, just go with it. Just go for the ride. And that's not always the best thing to say, where it's like, it's a movie. Sometimes you have to, the suspension of beliefs and disbeliefs and all that gobbledygook, and just have a ball with this one. And yeah, if there was any bad, that would be it, because there were moments where I caught myself doing that. I'm like, no. Like, remember, look at all these gators. Gators wouldn't do these things. People wouldn't do these things either. People wouldn't be surviving. But you have to know that's what you're getting yourself into. Because, I mean, if you've seen his past movies, you've seen Piranha, you've seen High Tension, Hills Have Eyes, you know where things are going to go. As far as would I recommend this movie, if you're a fan of the directors, you're a fan of horror movies, you're a fan of the camp, creature features, anything like that, or just an awesome thrill ride, yeah, I'd say this is the one for you. If you're still kind of skeptical, do like A-list, what's it called, the matinee, something cheap. Wait till Redbox. But I definitely recommend this for those like looking for a little fun in their movies, not just anything too heady. Just turn it off, and you will get something clever out of this ridiculous gator stew. So I say catch it if you like any of that stuff I just said. And if you like this review, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff everyone on this YouTube thing says. I am at Germs on all the things. Let me know if there's anything you want me to review or talk about. I know Comic-Con's coming up too. If you need me to talk about that stuff, yeah, I'll do that too. If there's anything that interests me, anything nerdy, I'm your guy for it. So that's my review, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, Gators.